Hey, what's up, guys? So yes, Jay is here with a new review for The Flash, and The Flash has been on a little bit of hiatus again. I think The Flash does take a little bit more of a hiatus because there's a little bit more of the season, well, the series, I guess. Well, because in every season, so the season one there was like 24, 26 episodes, I believe, something like that, and it's kind of like that with the Arrow and stuff like that, and so it'll probably be like that with I don't know, but definitely this season, well, this episode was pretty awesome. I really did love seeing the backstory of Hunter Zolomon and showing us seeing kind of what is going to, what is going to unfold in the rest of the season. And it definitely does. The end of the episode definitely does leave a big jaw dropper, just like Agents of Shield did. I have to say, but so yeah, where do we start? So let's start with the team actually, well, the Hunter Zolomon flashbacks. I really did like seeing the Hunter Zolomon backstory to see kind of where this character came from. And when Barry and him have his little talk after Barry shows him, you know what, I'm faster than you. Ha ha, suck it. But it was definitely cool to see that kind of confrontation happen, and it was cool to see the talking confrontation afterwards, and that Hunter Zolomon points out, you and I aren't so different because they are both kind of similar in the same way. Their mother was both killed right in front of them, and it changed their lives forever. Both characters that killed their mother changed their lives forever. The Reverse Flash changed Barry's life because he's the one who he fought in season one, and Hunter Zolomon's dad changed him in season in this. And so it was very interesting and very cool to see the parallels between those two. And in a way, Barry kind of is, Barry could have, it kind of shows that Barry could have been reversed. Well, it could have been Zoom in a way if if he would have went down a different path. But definitely, them flashbacks did kind of show a good, solid backstory. And I don't, this character is not redeemable at all. No way whatsoever. But I definitely really did like seeing them, and also I really did like seeing Cisco kind of come into conflict with his how he works with his abilities, because the Flash wants him to create another portal so that they can go and attack well, so they can defeat Zoom once and for all. But he's afraid, because he is afraid that if he gives into his power, he might become just like Vibe was in on Earth 2, and then he doesn't want to be like that. And I think the talk that Barry had with him was very interesting and very good as well. And I thought, that's something Barry is good at, is pep talks, giving them people pep talks, as well as at the end of the episode when he talks to Joe about him having to make his choice to go and save Wally, because he is willing to give up his Speed Force because Zoom kidnaps Wally after he knows that he's beaten, and so he is a sore loser, and goes and steals and kidnaps Wally and uses him as leverage against Barry to give up his Speed Force, which was epic at the end to see Barry actually give up his Speed Force. And it was just like, it's gone. It is gone for good. And then also that Caitlin kind of has a talk with Zoom about when he has Barry up against the wall, and we can see that Barry is a human again, because he is not he's not holding up to the chokehold as well, and he's really tired from the running and everything, how fast he was going. And when boom, Caitlin is gone, Zoom takes her away, probably back to Earth 2, and it's just mind blowing. But I definitely did pick up a hint where we saw where Caitlin and Iris were talking about that Joe and Barry do have a good connection, and it's just like, I thought in my head, yeah, something's gonna happen, and definitely that something did come into way, which was I'm trying to think, yeah, I can't believe I didn't think of that. That Wally was captured, and it's just like, whoa, that's and I thought, oh, maybe this might be, the push that, Joe might get. But it didn't. He kind of had a little talk, but he didn't, it was just kind of like, yeah, But it's definitely very, very interesting to see kind of where the story was going to go from there. And it was epic to see, just Barry's just like, you know what, I have to give up my Speed Force. And I was thinking in my head, oh my gosh, I think this is definitely a hero. How they portray Barry Allen is completely a hero. He is willing to do anything, and I mean anything, to save everybody. And I think that is something that they really are lacking in the DC cinematic universe, the movie universe. They are definitely lacking in that, because the Barry Allen in this TV show, I have to say, is a better superhero than both Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman. Well, all of them, because he is willing to he is showing heart. He is putting his life on the line to protect somebody else. Granted, they are doing the same thing in the DC in the movie universe, but you don't see them saving anybody. Not besides Lois Lane, you don't really see, or Ma Kent. You don't see them save citizens, even though that this is Barry, Joe's son. This is no relation to Barry. He may say it's family, but it is no relation to Barry. And it is cool to see that. He is willing to do whatever it takes to do what he has to do to save and protect everybody he needs to protect. And I think that is something that they are doing very well in the show, and that they have always done. I think they do that very well in the CW shows in general, because they did that in the DC Legends Heroes of Tomorrow too, is that these people are willing to put their lives on the line to save somebody else's life who's probably not as important as them, but that doesn't matter, because it's not your powers that define you, it's what you do with them that does. And I think that is something definitely that these shows on the CW do very well, and I really do like seeing that, as well as how they do them on the Marvel TV shows. In a way, it's kind of in the same way, but that's another talk for another day. But definitely did like this whole episode. It was very well done, very well put together, and I just did like seeing, and I also did like seeing. I believe that Barry did jump between this episode and right at the beginning when he's like, "How long was I gone?" I believe that's when he went to the Supergirl. So I believe it's just like, whoa, I think that's when it was, but maybe I'm wrong. If you guys have another opinion, please let me know in the comment section below. I would definitely like to hear that. But yeah, I think that's about it, guys. Definitely looking forward to next week's episode, because next week we're going to see Barry have to fight without his Speed Force, and apparently he can only take one punch with the suit from this guy, and if he doesn't, I think it's going to be very interesting, and I think it is still brave of Barry and very heartful, courageous for him to go back out there. And I'm sorry I had my little rant there, but about what makes a hero. But yeah, guys, I think that's about it. I'm gonna give this episode a 5 out of 5 winks. Definitely, this episode deserves it. It was very well put together, like I said. And yeah, guys, I think that's about it. I'm Jay Wink, and I'm winking out. I'll see you guys later.